I think it's one thing for me to stand up and talk about the Palestinians and what they're going through. That's expected. What I think is even more powerful is when I stand up and protect my Jewish community and the Israelis in my community and talk about their feelings and understanding their feelings, and for them to do the same for me. And that's what we're trying to achieve. Because I think where most people are in the country is on the side of humanity, is on the side of peace. And I have to say I have been bitterly disappointed by some of the rhetoric coming out from government, in particular Suella Braverman. This is a time where we should be calming people. And the feeling is, among many communities, that the government has not just picked a side, but also chosen rhetoric that is purposefully divisive for their own political ends. And shame on them.
The hate marches. Describing the marches in London as...
Certainly there are people who want to stoke hate. Certainly there are extremists in and among those people, and I fully support the arrests. But to call every single person who was marching there as part of a hate march, how does that help anybody?
Do you think Rishi Sunak supports that? Because I get the impression that Sunak
it's his Home Secretary. I mean, it's literally, this is the person who is meant to keep law and order in the country has been allowed to say this, and there has not been a distancing, an apology, that wasn't checked with us, nothing. And this is the problem the government has. And you talk earlier about the solutions to this. We need statesmen right now. We need people who can take themselves above the fray and understand that, populist politics like this has no place in a conflict as nuanced as this. And what they are doing is, I'm afraid to say, fanning the flames. And we cannot have it. So if they won't do it, then we all have to do it for each other. Because we have to soothe now. This is a time to hold each other close, notwithstanding what they are trying to do.
Layla, do you have hope?
I do. I have to. I cry every single day, John. Every single day. And I'll do these interviews and people say, how do you hold it together? Well, the answer is I don't. And I go home and I let it out. But I do it because you have to have hope. If you give up on the hope, then you have nothing. And what I'm sensing, and I've always had hope, but what I am sensing is, for the first time in my lifetime, the British public, people who've never understood this conflict before, coming behind that hope and pushing our political system to engage.
The Newsagents. This is a Global Player original podcast.